Take them out of the pack, baby. Ooh.
So how's everybody's day?
That could be better.
Just getting this podcast going.
Yeah. We gonna get it going.
Damn, these headsets loud. Hold on.
Chaz got us 3 minutes late.
There's an echo, by the way.
You're an echo.
Oh my god, Chris, we talked about this.
And that's a good timing for me.
You had like 10 minutes to get it all out.
I didn't get it
All
all
right.
out. I'm sorry.
Chat, I apologize.
All right. We live. We live. What's going on, people? How y'all doing?
Good, we good.
Yeah, y'all just missed Chris and Corey's barrage of insults.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be back.
I'm not saying, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's gonna come back, y'all. Don't worry.
Yeah, you won't miss much.
But y'all know what it is, man. It's GamingGodz podcast. We live Sunday. What's the day's date?
The 6th.
December 6th.
December 6th, episode
4 days from Cyberpunk.
21. 4 days from Cyberpunk. Countdown to Cyberpunk. We got some good news to talk about this week. A ton of news, actually, for a gaming week, for it to be in December. We got actually a decent amount of news to talk and to discuss. So, for intros, hey, you know, it's King C's. I did change my name on my YouTube, and I'm going to change my name on my Twitch as well. It's going to be King C's Gaming from now on out. So, from now on out, y'all, King C's Gaming. We unifying all the names on all the platforms now, so it'll be easier for everybody to just stay connected on the page. So I can just, we can keep growing properly, and that's the proper way to do it. My bad for having y'all go through different names for all these different social medias. We're gonna keep it simple. King C's Gaming. So that's me. 1-4 for that GamingGodz podcast crew squad.
Yo. PG Positive Gaming 1997 on Instagram, Positive Gaming Show on YouTube, and I'm also going to be telling y'all some new updates about the Positive Gaming Show. So later on.
Yeah, we got story time set aside for PG today. He had a nice little week this week, so we're gonna let him get it off his chest this week.
Ain't no nice little week.
Well, you know what I mean, you know.
Yeah. Let's get this started.
For sure. Next. For sure.
Yeah, guys, it's Mello here at Corey. Same thing, usually my handles are on screen here, but again, I can be found on all streaming services at MelloStream and social media at SuperCore64. Got a lot of topics to talk about. Again, same scenarios these guys. Cyberpunk is coming out this week. Never thought this day would come, but it's about to be here, so I'm gonna get into it.
All right. Chris.
Yo, it's your anime guru, the anime legend,
Here we go.
the Senpai Omega.
Oh my god.
We don't have a name right this week because I don't Twitch messing up, so we just gonna go with no name for this week. We trying to figure out everything, so this week you can't find me. I'm off the grid, so we gonna keep it moving.
Corey, one more thing. Can you shoot that one more time for me, please? Thank you, sir.
Send it your way. Also, real quick, before we start, there is a slight echo. Trying to figure out where it's coming from.
Hold on. Let me turn my. Y'all still hear it? Y'all still hear it? Where is
Test.
it?
Yo.
A little bit. It's better than, well, yeah, I still hear it.
That's better? All right. So, yeah, that was an intro for you guys this week. We got a ton of news. Let's first start off with, let me go to my list. Hold on. Let's start off with the Fortnite event. Did y'all watch the Fortnite event at all?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Did y'all watch the Fortnite event? Let's start off with that. That's, pretty nice little nice intro.
Nope.
Y'all didn't watch it at all?
No, it's Fortnite.
Nope.
It's
Yeah,
Fortnite.
Fortnite in it. So
Yeah,
I'm just
man.
like, nope.
Oh man, that's messed up. PG, what you think about it? I seen it, so I'll go after you.
I liked it. liked how every Fortnite character, every Fortnite player was going against Galactus. I like how Wolverine, Thor, Iron Man was a part of it and stuff like that. And I like how in the end did that. Oh, you gotta find different hunters and different timelines to help you do something in season 5. I like that. It was really dope.
Okay then. Yeah, I liked it too. I mean, for what it was, I ain't a Fortnite player like that, but just like for the events, I do watch the events because it's big for gaming, so I like to see what's going on. So they did a big event where Galactus finally came out to the map, and you had to fight Galactus. The way they did it was sweet. They made the buses like they made you be able to drive the bus, like so everybody got a bus and then y'all got to shoot down everything that he was throwing at you. It was cool. It was real cool. I liked it. It was cool having Troy Baker as the Iron Man and how he acting damn near everything, but I mean, he fit the Iron Man thing, so it worked out perfectly as far as him introduction to the whole event and how he carried y'all through the event and gave y'all jetpacks and then got y'all into the bus and then they went into the next event. The only con I would say about the event as a whole is just when the event is over, the whole servers go down for like 8 hours. So everybody had to shut it down for 8 hours and just deal with what they had to deal with. And it's the black screen again, the black hole shit again. So that was one thing that people was actually upset about. They said, when they do these events, they don't really like that shit, but at the same time, those servers got to get available for the new season. And everything just got to work perfectly. They got to make sure everything is working perfectly before they go live. Because if they go live and everything is fucked up, then y'all gonna really be complaining. So definitely, use that time. At least it ain't 24 hours like the last time. Or probably was it longer than the last time? It was like 24, 48 hours. So at least it ain't that long. It was 8 hours. So that's like a shift, And at the time frame, it was a good timing at the time that they started it to do that. So it was cool. And then also for the new season, they got new characters added on to the Avengers that was added on to the whole roster that you could select from and win. They got the Mandalorian, Mr. Mando. One of my favorite characters. I love that fucking show. They also got they also had Kratos. Yeah, Kratos. He's actually a character as well.
Disrespectful.
As well.
That's one of my topics that I wanted to mention because it's just like, come on.
Go ahead. Speak your piece, Corey.
It's just like, all right, yeah. Fortnite is aimed for a younger audience, right?
Right.
Kratos is from a rated M mature game from a high end studio. It's just like the fact that they put Kratos in Fortnite, and I'm on the internet seeing like, oh, the Kratos doing all these Fortnite dances, and just like, what are you doing? That's my favorite game of this entire generation. Just like seeing him in Fortnite of all games, just like, as Chris said, it's just disrespectful.
I said it's disrespectful.
I can't handle it. So
yeah, I don't want to see.
Like, at this point, now that they added Kratos, like, who knows what characters we're gonna see now? I mean, hell, who knows? Next season we'll probably see Master Chief or something crazy. It's just like, it's getting out of hand.
Yeah, you already know. Well, they said Master Chief was coming, so he coming already. That's also another. Yeah, he's already coming, so he'll be in there.
Great.
Yeah, so they, Fortnite taking over with the characters, man. They doing their thing. I mean, it's good for them though, for the kids. They loving it, man. They eating that shit up, man. Eating it up. Whatever. But it came to be
back
like
in my day when Fortnite was like before it actually came out. They had a story mode called Save the World. That was a game right there.
Yeah, like what happened to that?
It was great. They focused on Battle Royale and Save the World mode.
Wow.
And that's why another reason why I don't like Fortnite. It's just they killed it with Battle Royale in that mode.
I will say I actually played that mode. That mode was like legit. Yeah, that was a legit mode.
You actually had to build forts and defend against hordes of AI.
putting
Oh, okay.
traps up, like
That's where the
yeah,
forts
Yeah,
came
traps,
in
yeah.
from originally.
Exactly,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that
That's why
makes
it's called
sense.
Fortnite. You just
Yeah.
survive the night.
Okay,
But
that makes
nobody was
sense.
playing it. Nobody's playing it. They put out Battle Royale, and
That's crazy.
they stuck with that.
Jeez, they just pretty much shelved
Yep.
it like that.
Yeah,
Oh
like
yeah.
I bought it. It was like $30, and I played it. I remember.
I bought it too.
I think we
We
all
all
bought
bought
it.
it because we're like, this game looks sick, and then they got Battle Royale in, and we're just like, okay, and then they completely disregarded Save the World, and we're just like, wow. And of course now it's free to play, so there goes my $30 that I poured into that.
Jeez, that's not so good for a night. You need to bring that one back.
They
um,
won't.
let's go on to speaking of battle royales. We can go on to Call of Duty. Call of Duty was supposed to have a new map added onto their Warzone as well, but it actually got pushed back into December 16th. They stated that due to the hiccup, they will drop double XP for the weekend of the 12th through that 16th. Yeah, so you know, if y'all got some Call of Duty guys, get in there, get your money up, get your weapons up. They're gonna give y'all double XP for that weekend. So that's cool. It'll start like at 12, I believe, and it'll end at the night on the 16th. Pretty much at the end of that night. What you think about that, PG? I know you don't like Warzone, but
I'm not a fan
I'm the
of
Call of
it.
Duty player.
I'm kind of sick of battle royale games. It
Yeah,
gets to
I kind of backtrack on that once you're done.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've taken a break from Warzone. Like, to be honest with you, it had its moment, but it's the cheating is just getting too evident, and they can't control it. So it's just making it a lot harder just to win a match, and then at the same time, you sink a lot of time into that shit to not get a first place. You know, one match is like 30, 40 minutes, so depending on how long you last, so that it can it can sink away a lot of your time away. So I try not to play it unless I got like a squad with me and I got like time, because if you don't have time, it's really not a fun game to really get into. Um, it's got some gives and it takes to it. It's still jumping right now and people still playing it. I jumped in a big Discord with the Kind of Funny Boys not too long ago. That was really fun. We had a good time. They said they'd do it with me again. You know, I got a couple of followers from them off of that too, so it was cool to connect with their community and connect with them. And just, you know, get them to see us, you know what I mean? See, hey, we here, you know what I mean? So that was cool, you know, that was really cool. And you know, but as far as Warzone as a whole, yeah, they're gonna have to I think it's gonna dry out soon, and something else is gonna have to replace it. But go ahead,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, there's three things that I'm just annoyed and tired of in gaming right now. One's battle royales. Two are season passes, just like seasons in general, and then three is battle passes. Like, I remember the prime times of gaming on like PS3 and 360. You had an actual way to release an actual full game, and then maybe, if they wanted to, they could release a DLC expansion. Now it's like every game there's seasons and a battle pass for the extra content that they should have released with the game when it came out, and
Facts.
just all that stuff. It's just like, I want gaming to go back to the way that it used to be. It's like, I shouldn't have to have, pay $6 or even $70 at this point now for games, and then, there's seasons now with a battle pass, quote unquote, every, 2-3 months, and, games always have to have a battle royale, and then there's microtransactions. Just give me a full game. I'm
Yeah,
tired of it.
I feel you on that. The season shit that's kind of getting played out too. I mean, I don't get me wrong. Like for certain games, the season like Destiny and shit like that, they should do like seasons and shit like that. That's cool because that's a ongoing content type of game. Call of Duty is an ongoing content type of game as well. But I mean, I think it's gonna hold strong because people use it to stream a lot, and you know, the
Oh yeah, I
kids
mean,
is
Call
just
of Duty's
eating.
not gonna die.
Yeah, they just eating up the battle royale shit. Even though it's, you know, for us it's like, you know, we want to like play games like and really like get some stuff done and be, you know, get some stuff accomplished. Warzone is like a never ending just gerbil wheel. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
there's no end game to it, and it's cool to,
Nope.
you know, get, you know, level up your guns and stuff like that. But you can't level up your guns as quickly as you could if you just play regular team deathmatch and shit like that. So it's like team deathmatch is always my go-to when it comes to duty.
Oh yeah.
I like shooters, and you know, I'ma just play me some team deathmatch. I love that, and I tend to do a lot better in team deathmatch than I do in Warzone. I do got
Yep.
some cold players in Warzone that I play with that's really really good, but I don't like to play with them. Don't like to play the game unless I got them that squad with me. So if our schedules ain't in sync, you know, it just get put on ice for me. You know what I mean? As far as Warzone. And that battle royale shit. I never was a really big battle royale fan as a whole anyway. Warzone was the one that actually got me into it because I got that first win, and when I got that first win, I kind of got addicted to it for a little hot second. And we was winning, winning. But then all these like cheating aspects started to kick in. The PC players started to use little different modifiers. I just learned that there's modifiers that you can use on the console now, that people have been buying out the wazoo for these Call of Duty games. So it's just it makes the game not fun when you got those type of people in the, doing it. But I like what they doing
Right.
as far as, you know, staying connected with their community, updating it, you know, still adding to it, still keeping it going. But for me, it's not gonna last for me.
Nope. Agreed.
Interesting.
Bango. It's
Anybody else got
aluminum
any
though.
comments on
Is
that?
it glass?
I hate Gordon. I hate Battle Royales.
Hey,
You
battle
gotta pick one.
royales. I ain't mad at you on
Fair.
that, PG. Also, some we got speaking of Call of Duty too. It's some more news about Call of Duty Black Ops. We got see what it looked like on YouTube, please. Huh? Aluminum door. Hold on. It look. Speaking of Call of Duty, while we on Call of Duty, I'm gonna go ahead and keep this in the same concept. They have been bricking PS5s and Xboxes, according to some players that's been playing the games. Black Ops been bricking the
Mm-mm-mm.
systems. It's been crashing the systems like multiple times, and then after like that fourth or fifth time, it bricks your system, and they can't get their system. They do all the workarounds, nothing works, and they be having to send their stuff back to Sony and back to Microsoft. So that's a little rough start on that with Call of Duty Black Ops, and everybody be careful on that one. If it is like crashing out on you like that, stop playing that shit for a minute until they figure out the update. Like, don't try to play that shit again and let that shit crash on you multiple times and then brick your system, and then you be shit out of luck and you gotta wait for the next batch to come in. You know what I mean? So don't play yourself. But how y'all feel about that?
Well,
That's
I'm not.
just ridiculous.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
No, you're fine. Go ahead. I was just saying like,
Is it
that's just
glass?
ridiculous.
No, what I was gonna say is I'm not surprised because when I was playing Call of Duty for the first time,
Is it glass?
there was a glitch on one of the
Look like
missions.
the
So
bottom part.
basically, you had to connect a
There's a
charger.
really bad echo on your side, PG.
I heard it too. Yo. I think it's species. But every time you connect, like you have to connect your charger to your controller to do that mission. So I don't know if they fixed that glitch yet, but yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, they need to fix that game. It had a lot of glitches and a lot of mishaps. So yeah, that's what I thought about it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it just this is on Black Ops Cold War, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah, Cold War, Cold
No,
War.
another reason why they need to not have Call of Duty be released every year. Like it
Mm.
means that at this point they need more development time. Sure, there's 3 different studios working on it, so technically the studio had 3 years, but still, it just give it more time. I don't want to have to keep playing a new Call of Duty game for a year, then oh, there's the next one.
Yeah, that shows you a true episode of rushing the game out, like no cap. That's showing you like you can't rush out a game like that. You got to do all the testing and make sure that these games are not gonna break these systems. That's important. You can't do that. Like you got to get that shit under control. You got to fix that like ASAP.
Mm-hmm.
That's making your system. That's making your game look like really really bad when you do shit like that.
Oh yeah, real bad. Oh, yeah.
Chris, you been quiet, G. What you feel about that?
I couldn't care less because I don't play any of it, honestly. Like, no comment. So that's pretty much it. I mean, you guys are just speaking like what I'd basically say. Hold on, that echo.
Yeah, that echo, man.
Hold on. You still got it?
Test. Yes.
Yep.
How you hear that echo?
Gotta work on these audio situations here, boys. I'm totally gonna die.
But yeah, you guys pretty much said it. Like, with the season pass, it's too often. With games, I would say like Destiny, like that's okay, just because they come out with like new content every new season. But Fortnite was the one that started all that, and that's why they're killing it when it comes to money.
Fun
like
fact,
I said last
it was
week,
actually Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 that started the whole thing.
That started what?
Fun fact. Season pass and stuff like that.
Oh, that was
Battle
Modern Warfare
passes?
2?
I was talking about battle passes.
Damn, that started that long ago? Jeez.
Yeah, they're the first ones that did it and didn't catch on until later, but yeah.
Well,
But even still, I mean, it's should never.
I'm like, as long as you're putting out content for it, I think it's fine. Like new content. I don't play COD, so I don't know how much new content's actually being put out for like COD.
Not enough.
For like me to spend like what $25 every 3 months for a game that I already paid $70 on. So honestly, I couldn't really tell you, but I know like for games like Destiny that actually take advantage of that, because new season ends, I'm spending this $10. They're giving me a whole bunch of crap ton of stuff that actually goes with the lore of the game. On top of like, you know, expanding their actual story. That's how I feel it's okay for that, because I'm like, okay, I'm actually getting something out of it more than just cosmetic stuff. Like, let me say, because with my problem with it is, okay, I think the best way to phrase this would be Fortnite. Let's just use Fortnite and Destiny. Fortnite, everything that you buy is just cosmetic. Alexa, stop. I don't know where she got that from, but let's talk about Fortnite. They have their season pass, battle pass, which is what, 3 months, and everything that you get out of it is nothing but cosmetic. So you're spending $25 on the look. You're not expanding your game. You're still doing the same thing. You guys aren't adding anything new, except for like some new game modes every once in a while, and skins. To me, that's not enough content to spend $25 on. Especially every 3 months. Where versus Destiny, first off, it's $10, and on top of that, they're giving me resources for stuff that I need, like if I want to upgrade my stuff or get new armor pieces as I go through the game. I get new stuff. I'm getting exotics. I'm getting rare loot. They're giving me stuff that's benefiting my actual gameplay and not just the way I look. Because, like, yeah, we all want to look cool. Corey, I was talking. No, go
trying to make a point while you're there.
No, go ahead.
As you progress through the season pass, because each season you have like this dedicated armor set. As you progress further, there's different armor sets of that, I guess, set that have higher and higher stats.
Yeah.
So as you progress the pass, you're getting better and better rolls and stats on that armor set, which is just like kind of a more of an incentive to play the game and get higher in that battle pass. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, as long as it's benefiting you, like, actually, like, in-game, that's fine. But Fortnite and COD, I don't see that happening, so that's why I'm not a fan of it. I'll do it for Destiny because I'm actually getting something out of it that's impacting my actual gameplay.
I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. Well, next on the list, we got the scalping companies, man. British scalping company uh, stated, it's one of those services where you go online, they sell and resell stuff at, higher prices and things like that. But if you sign on to like their online service or their what you call it, their what do you guys subscription service, should I say? Then you get like first dibs to the products that they get, because these products be like supply and demand be like very very high on them. So you be wanting them, and you have to pay a little bit extra for it. But at the same time, you supposed to have first dibs to them off of the website. They've been bragging a lot. They stated that they have gotten, well, they first had started off this week with saying that they had got 2,000 Xboxes, but Xbox realized who they were, and then they canceled those orders out. So they didn't get their Xboxes. It was like 2,000 of them. So that was a good job on Xbox. I like that. Like, they that's really really good. I like that. And then they just recently stated that they had like 2,000 PS5s that they just ordered not too long ago. But what happened was people started to find out that they were been lying, because they've been basically trying to promote their services so people can sign up so they can try to get these products. Now they're not only online for like just games and stuff like that. Like I said, they do sell shoes and stuff like that. But at the same time, this was the big deal because PS5 and Xbox is the hot thing on the market right now. From what was told was that the people that were actually signed on to the subscription, they started to talk to each other and they started to figure stuff out, and they started to figure out like, okay, if y'all said y'all got this amount or y'all got these amount of PlayStations available, why haven't I got my item? Why haven't I got my bid to my item yet? So like, one person started to leak it out saying like, I don't got none. They never said that they had it for me, and I've been waiting for so long. Then another person and another person, and then they all got together and realized like, oh, this company been flocked, faking it, trying to fake it to make it. So it hurt them a lot. In this case, these scalpers, man. By now you need to just let it go. Just let it go. You know what I mean? Just let it go and let it just go to the proper market like it needs to, and let people get it the way they need to. I think by now people are over the hype as far as like needing to have it right now. I mean, I know it's gonna sell, like both of these systems gonna sell crazy over time, but I don't feel like people are gonna really want to go out of their way as far as like paying extra for these systems anymore. Seeing how people are reviewed them, and pretty much like they understand like, okay, it's cool. We seen it, everything straight, but I'm cool on it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not about to pay $1,000 or $800 for a system if I can't get it like day one. So ain't no point to really doing that shit. Like, so how y'all feel about the scalpers and how they've been handling this whole situation with these releases?
Same thing as before. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. Microsoft, like I said, did a great job by finding out who they were and canceling all of them. So that's awesome.
That was live. That was super live.
But last time I checked those numbers as well with the scalpers, they had 3,500 PS5s. It's just
damn. They got 3,500 PS5s.
Yes.
You know how many people could be playing that shit right now? Like 3,500 people could be playing that shit right now. Like that's
exactly.
That's crazy, man. And you just got it sitting in a warehouse somewhere, like just collecting dust, and you hoping that somebody gonna end up having to just resell them at resale market at the regular market price anyway now. Like, so whatever little cash that y'all pretty much that got up for it, that is done now. Man, you might as well go ahead and put it on market and sell it for the regular $500 or $400 that it is, and just take your losses with that and take your wins with it. Y'all already got, y'all came up off a pretty piece off of probably half of the inventory that y'all collected. So probably half of that inventory y'all made a profit on. The other half y'all gonna have to let that shit go, man. So let it go, man. Stop holding it on for the people. Like, it's people that want these systems that really want them, but they ain't about to, like I said, they're not about to pay the extra money for them right now. Like, it's not no point to do that. They gonna either wait until the regular stores have them, or they not gonna get played. Like they not because of everything that's been going on, because of the news, how it's been just been released. They already know, like when they pay and make that purchase, man, I'm getting played for real. Like I'm playing myself for real. So people ain't gonna want to do that unless they just got the extra income to just blow like that. But I mean, it ain't too many people that got the extra income to blow like that at this time of things of what's going on in the world. You know, people trying to save every buck they can possibly have and invest every buck they possibly have to make more money. So that shit, no, it's not gonna fly. You know what I mean? Y'all, it's too late now. Just let it go. Let them go.
Yeah, plus even now, I mean, with you have COVID going on,
Yeah,
everybody's at home playing games more, and then also with that too, I mean, supplies are low because of that. So it's like, just let people play games, man. Now
yeah,
stop
let
being a
them eat,
scumbag
man.
and trying to benefit, off of just like this misery and horridness of what's going on right now in the world. And just let people do what they want to do, and gaming is kind of where it's at right now, even more than
Yeah.
it was.
Gaming is definitely taking over right now with this COVID shit, and then we about to go through
Oh yeah.
another round of quarantines pretty much throughout the nation. I know like these senators been trying to fight that shit and not have it go on, but it's gonna happen again, y'all. The numbers been going up, so they gonna put us on another quarantine eventually. And I mean, with these new systems out, this is the perfect time to be on quarantine. You got something to do, something to play, something to experience, something
Mm-hmm.
new. You know what I mean? Something to keep your mind sane for a decent amount. Hopefully, like gyms and shit don't close, and mines haven't. So it's been cool, and that's been keeping me cool. But telling you that first couple of months was just rough, man. Without no gym, that shit is crazy. Like so yeah, I mean, for mental health aspects, if y'all can get your hand on one and y'all got a little extra money, before all this quarantine hit, and y'all can catch it on the store or something like that, get you one. Get you one or the other, because it's going, what I mean, it's gonna keep you cool and keep you mellow. Maybe learn some
Yeah.
shit. Maybe run across some new shit that you weren't expecting to have or play. You can maybe introduce your parents to it. They might introduce, start learning and loving it, and start getting into games with you. It's a nice connecting tool. You know what I mean, with people. It's a nice connecting tool. Like straight up, you can connect with each other in some type of way, in some type of form and fashion. So these good media boxes, man. These are really, really good media boxes. I've been pleased with mine, 100%. Like can't complain at all.
I feel that.
Exactly.
Fucking scalpers, they trying to ruin everything in gaming. I hate
Yeah,
that shit.
PG, go ahead. I
Mm-hmm.
know you. PG. I know if
You
anybody don't
did
like
it.
that shit, PG like really don't like that shit. Go ahead, speak your mind, B.
It's just not fair because it's like you see them on social media as well. Oh, I got
Bragging and shit.
3,500
Yeah.
PS5s. Or I got all these PS5s. What you gonna do about it? It's like I just want to reach through that photo and choke you to death. You know what I mean? But I can't do that. So I just hate it. I just hate it. I just hate it. Just
Yeah, it ain't no fair like that. I mean, I know life ain't fair, but that's dirty, dirty. Like that's like really, really
yeah.
dirty. Like especially when you just holding on something that you ain't gonna make no profit off of. It's just like for what, dude? Like you playing yourself by just sitting on all that. Like just let it go for the
Exactly.
regular
Mm-hmm.
price and just let it. You know what I mean? Let people enjoy this shit. Like, but people just
You know
egotistical,
the crazy
man.
thing about it? They gonna have all those systems. They gonna think, oh, I have all these systems. I'm gonna be rich after the end of the year. No, you're not. Because you're gonna have
No.
to sell it for the retail price. Because you really think people gonna be paying $1,000 for a PS5 or Xbox Series X?
Not
No.
now. Not now.
No.
You know what I mean? Like the heat wave of that's done, bro. Like that's done. Like that
Exactly.
first week, everybody be on it. You know what I mean? Like people will be willing to spend
Exactly.
that extra bread. But like after the reviews
Now,
come out, people see like, okay, it ain't really too many games that I need to like really buy the system for right now. I can wait. You know what I mean? I can wait a little bit.
yeah, I can
PS,
wait.
you know what I mean? PS4 cross gen and everything. I can wait. I can ride it out. So. If I was in that position, yeah, I would have been like that too. Like, man, I could just ride this shit out. I'll wait. You know what I mean? It's gonna come to me when it comes to me. Like, so yeah, like you said, PJ, like that shit gonna be you just wasting it now. Like, you're not gonna profit off of that shit.
You know. And man, like, what are you doing? Why you think you really think you're gonna get away with this? No, there's gonna be a time when on bragging about it, and then someone's gonna find you, and they're gonna whoop your ass. And I'm gonna laugh.
There's a plenty of ways that shit gonna go bad for y'all. You know, it could go bad for people. So, you know, the scalpers, y'all get y'all shit together, man. Start just, you know, start becoming a
Stop
little
being
bit
a
more
dick.
righteous in y'all souls, man. Cause that shit ain't cool, man. Um, I had some news about BioWare. Um, I did have the particular names of these individuals that left my computer,
I
but
can
I
get it
mean,
pulled up.
yeah, you got it. Okay, thank you, thank you.
Yep.
It was a couple of people on BioWare's team that left, and they, you know, solid pieces, really, really solid pieces. They going on to other endeavors in their careers, which is cool. They never, you know, they are going on to other different companies. I think somebody else is doing something independent, something like that nature. But you know, everybody has been worried about BioWare. The Dragon Age, it was supposed to come out. But that didn't come out right away. They got pushed back, I believe, or they supposed to be announcing it soon. Um, I heard that
Yeah.
Mass Effect was trilogy was supposed to be coming out. Did they officially release that as a announcement?
Yes, it's officially announced, and then we have Casey Hudson and
His last name
I
is
just saw
weird.
his name.
Yeah, Moore or something like that. Something like that.
Dara,
Dar.
Mark Dara.
Okay.
So he was the head of Elite of Anthem, and then
Oh yeah, the Anthem
Casey
shit.
Hudson, I think, was on either Mass Effect or Dragon Age. I know that with Dragon Age news, there's rumored to be some kind of big special about Dragon Age at the Game Awards on Thursday.
Hmm.
So there's that. Um, all current BioWare games are still on track for development. So next Mass Effect, next Dragon Age, they're still good to go. Either their heads left, so that's at least good to know. But yeah.
Yeah, speaking of the Anthem, that's what I meant to talk about. The Anthem next was supposed to come out like a long time ago, but they, you know, still no news on that. They were
Oh
supposed to
no,
like actually,
that's still yet.
yeah, they
I
said
mean, it wasn't quite long ago. I mean, they've been working on it for a while, which is good. He needs that kind of rehaul. But they released some screenshots and stuff, kind of like what they're updating, and it looks
they
much
did.
better. Yeah, they did, yeah. Like
I didn't
they
see
show
those.
some teasers of like the character menu screen and like weapon stat screen, things like that. It looks much cleaner, simpler. You know, just like basic things that they should have had in the game, like, oh, you can change your loadout without going back to whatever it was called, and things like that. So it's just like, okay.
That's
They're
live.
learning from Destiny, it looks like, because if you pull up those Anthem 2.0 character screenshots, it's very similar to Destiny. But I mean, I liked Anthem. I thought Anthem was fun to play, gameplay wise. I mean, story wise, and fine. And there was no in-game content, but still, Anthem was fun. Me and Chris play a lot of Anthem and stuff, so hopefully they
Yeah,
actually make it worthwhile.
yeah. I was about to ask you how did I like Anthem. I liked it from what I seen, like that first like initial take of me playing it. I played like probably a couple hours of it. It was cool. It was fun for what I seen, but I mean, I didn't get to like the end game content, so I didn't get to experience like that initial dry spell that everybody was complaining about with the end game content. So, you
Mm-hmm.
know, for what I seen, you know, it was a fun game, but it seemed like it had
Right.
something there, and I think that's why ultimately they like we can't let this game go because we really got a skeleton with this game. We just got to put some meat on this thing and really make it pop. But they just been working on it for a long time. We haven't
Oh yeah.
heard, you know what I mean? They just been working on it for a long time. I thought that, you know, would have been nice if they would have actually made that like something that was released with the new systems, like the update, make it, you know, updated for the PlayStation and the Xbox 5 versions, and just pop out with like, you know, with the new systems. That would have been really, really nice. But I expect them to probably come out. They might actually maybe say something about it this week, you know, on a Game Awards show. And
Probably.
if that's nice, you know, they can be releasing again set for 2021. You think people gonna come back to it though? That's the thing.
Oh, absolutely.
You will, yeah. So, yeah,
From
see if
what
people
I've
come in.
seen and stuff,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I'm sure they'd be interested. I think they would.
I
At
think they.
least to check it out, depending on how the game is in the 2.0. I think so, and also the fact that with the Game Awards too, Microsoft's going to be announcing some things. I mean, who knows? That could be one because Microsoft originally announced Anthem
Yeah, Microsoft
back in
gotta
E3.
really announce some shit this
So
Game Awards. They got to because there's too many rumors that PS5 is about to start releasing some new games
They
too.
ain't got
So
nothing.
they gotta stay. They gotta come with something. They gotta pull something out of their ass, like for real. Like they like Xbox has to announce something on the Game Awards. They have to. They got to, bro. They cannot.
they will.
You know what I mean? Not
Absolutely.
announce something. You know what I mean? So. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I hope they do. I mean, I want them to do. I'm the PlayStation guy. I really want them to. So hopefully they get that done. That was cool on that news. Let's talk Cyberpunk, fellas. Let's talk Cyberpunk. I know y'all want to talk about Cyberpunk. Let's talk Cyberpunk, man. Cyberpunk. It definitely the reviews, like the previews started coming out. People that has got the games for previews it was only a couple people at first, but I think they started to send out the codes out this week. And a lot of people that got the game that's in the industry, they've been tweeting about how they wish everybody else was playing it with them and stuff like that. So that's cool. That's definitely cool. Hold on one second.
Let me add something really quick. Speaking of one thing that Xbox did improve on, now on their actual app, you can pre-install all games from their actual app, even if you're buying it on disc. So, you at home, like, I'm gonna buy this game, You can pre-install it from your phone. I did this with Immortals. I was at work, pre-installed it, bought the disc at work, came home, popped the disc in, and was ready to go. So
Hold
that
on,
is
time
one thing
out.
that they have up.
Time out. Rewind that again.
So
You said you can
download Cyberpunk
pre-install
right
a
now.
game.
You can pre-install a game from your phone, even if you're buying the disc. You can pre-install it, get the disc, come home, and just pop the disc in. And
How the fuck they
get
do
ready to
that?
go.
If you like, that's what I'm saying. Because you see what I'm saying. Like, if you buy the disc, how are they able to know that you bought the disc? Is it like you put your receipt code in or something like
So,
that?
No,
I
you
mean,
just
basically, you technically you install the game, but
They
you
don't give
don't
you
have
access
the
to it.
license. Yeah, you don't have license to it until you actually pop the disc in and play it.
or until you buy the download code.
Obviously, as well. So yeah, until you actually buy the code.
Nice.
So
I
buying the
like
actual
that.
game would be buying the license, but yeah, you can install the game, but you just won't have the license yet until you actually make the purchase
I like that. I
of the
like that a lot.
disc or digital. Yeah, it's great.
That's pretty
Only one
dope.
that's having an issue with, I did it, like I said, I did it with Immortals. Only one I'm
Actually,
having
I'm
an
gonna check
issue
that.
with right now is Cyberpunk. Me and Corey tried to do it yesterday, and
I'm gonna try it again right now.
so Cyberpunk is the only one that was having issues where it will not let you pre-download it. But Corey's about to try that now. So, but yeah, it's
Let's
really
see if it
cool because,
works.
like I said, like I was at work, was like, oh man, I'm gonna buy Immortals today. Found Immortals on the Xbox store. Download, sent it straight to my Xbox. If you don't know, your Xbox is technically always on, even if you cut it off, it's
Really?
still on. Yeah, it. If you power it down, it goes into like the lowest mode of it being on. It's like a
So you
mode under
can
sleep mode.
basically mess with it and do everything that you want to from the mobile aspect.
Mm-hmm.
See, yeah, like PlayStation got something similar to it, but it'd just basically be you can turn it on from the phone. You would have to turn it on, but it'll ask you want to turn your shit on. You can turn it on from your phone, so you can do all the little updates and shit that you want to do.
Two things. One, I tried it with Cyberpunk again. Still not working. It says that there's an error and it can't be found. But also, two, kind of while we're there, I'm not sure if it's a topic later on. But you mentioned Immortals, Chris. You want to talk about that for a minute, or give your thoughts on it? What you've played so far?
Yeah, him
Oh
and
man.
PG. Before, hold on, 2 seconds. Well, go ahead and go into that, and then we'll talk about the. Well, the only thing I wanted to say about Cyberpunk was just that it got leaked too. Like people that ordered the game, they got the game early. Like just regular people like that ordered it online for some reason. They got their copies and shit like that way early than what they was expected. Yeah, so like people started to stream it, so they started to take that shit down. And then Cyberpunk basically or CD Projekt Red, what they did was they sent out a big ass memo just explaining to everybody the um what's the what you call time the when you
Cease assist.
If you stream it, we coming for you.
Right. Basically, the embargoes. That's what the word I'm using for it. They let the list of the times for each time zone for the embargoes from where you can start the stream. So, I think ours is the 9th at 12 a.m. is when we can start streaming.
It should be actually the 9th. I think it's at 7 p.m. Eastern.
7 p.m. Eastern. Okay, that's cool. That's actually like a couple of hours earlier than what I read on a little post. So that'll give people a little jump on the streams and stuff like that if we want to see how the game acts. Now the thing about Cyberpunk, I was kind of like I've been kind of like contemplating, should I wait to the update for the PS5 version or not? But after watching a couple of previews, it looks like the gen of PS4 and everything like that still looks amazing. So hopefully, I know this game gonna be buggy in the beginning. I know they're gonna have a huge major update. It is actually a huge major update. They said it was like a lot when you first get it, so you're gonna have a major update. So that what you guys was talking about, that preload, you gonna want to do that to cut your time down. I know for the disc versions it's 2 discs, so they got one for loading up the game and setting the game up, and then the next one is for the game itself. So it's gonna be a pretty big game, pretty big ambitious game. You definitely want to have some space for that shit. You definitely want to have some space set aside for that, because that's gonna be a big deal on your memory. But that's all I want to say. I seen some people was getting it early and they got leaked out and they had to put the pause to that shit. Like, hey, slow down. But go ahead, Corey.
No, there's definitely topics I want to talk about Cyberpunk as well. But I figured we save kind of that main topic for afterwards, because I know that Chris want to talk about morals and stuff. So I'd say we'll give him that and then continue on from there with Cyberpunk. Because I got some things, like I said, to say on it too.
All right, yeah, go ahead and start that up, Chris. I'm about to I need some food, man. Go ahead, I'm about to grab me a plate.
Chris, it's all you. What are your thoughts on the Mortals? What do you think? How's it?
Oh man, so going forward, so the reason I haven't been talking that much was because I was on my computer and trying to figure out everything. Finally sat down and got tired of doing everything, so we finally have a name.
Oh, no.
And I've settled with it.
Oh, no.
And I'm done looking.
Oh, no.
What is it?
What's the word? World premiere. We got a world premiere.
The tatted pirate. My One Piece. I'm my level One Piece. I'm the tatted pirate. So that's just what it is. We're gonna stick with it.
I like
keep
it.
Moving.
I like it. I like it.
Hold on. Do you officially have that name right now?
I have it on Twitch and I have it on Xbox, so we are good.
Okay then.
So it's actually just tatted pirate.
Tatted pirate.
That is way better than what you sent me before, and I'm actually proud of you.
That is tatted pirate. Like, anybody that knows me, it's my level One Piece, and I'm trying to get tatted, so we good, we Gucci, we going forward, so thank you. I know, round of applause. But, going into Immortals, oh my god. So, Chaz, mute yourself.
My fault.
So, Immortals. If you enjoy Greek mythology, if you enjoy Breath of the Wild, if you enjoy open world where you get lost in it, Immortals is where it's at. If you want something that's Assassin's Creed, but you're not trying to play Assassin's Creed, Immortals is where it's at. Like, dude, I'm trying to pull it up to see how much I have invested in this game. But this game is, like, pretty legit. I know I was on its side when, it first, like, aired. And I was, like, super hyped about it. Okay, here it is. Yeah, so basically the main story of the game is, the main villain, I can't remember the main villain's name, but the main villain pretty much, takes God's, essences, so basically their souls, splits them into two, and separates the gods. And he's going to destroy the world. And Zeus and, not Prometheus, maybe it is Prometheus, Zeus and Prometheus, basically they're narrating the entire story, where Prometheus, he's chained to a tree, and Zeus is like, what are we going to do about this guy? He's like, well, I got a guy. And you just so happen to be that guy Prometheus is talking about, and the story is just you going through the actual adventure. Prometheus and Zeus are just basically narrating it. It's got some comedy in it. It's got a little action in it. Like, it's really funny, especially their back and forth. Prometheus is not the right term, not the right guy. He'll be going in and saying the story, and Zeus is just like, "Oh man, this is boring. Ogre pops up, and then you randomly got to fight an ogre." So that's really funny. Definitely got some funny back and forths. I caught a Pegasus today, so now that's my mount. He was running around chilling, and I'm like, "Bro, you're mine." So I tamed a Pegasus. But yeah, the game's pretty legit. I have so there's 4 actual gods that you have to put back together. I've just been exploring, running around doing stuff. I have almost 12 hours invested in the game, and since I got it, I've had 12 hours invested in the game, and I only have, I just unlocked my first god. So,
what?
Yeah.
Now, when you unlock a god, what you mean by unlocking a god? What you mean by that?
Basically, just saves them from
prison, something like that.
Yeah, basically, you find their soul and then you put it together, and then boom, they're at the Hall of Gods there to give you stuff and help you out, and that's just the story. Think of it as Breath of the Wild, where you had to go and get the powers from each champion. Same concept.
Okay.
But this time with gods. But yeah, I'm 11 hours invested into the game, and I just beat my first god. Now, let me say, that is with me just going around exploring stuff and just getting lost in the actual game itself, collecting everything that I can collect, taming, flying around, fighting. That's just me wasting as much time as possible, because they also have that camera aspect where if someone takes a picture somewhere, it'll pop up on your map hey, this person took a picture here. And I've definitely seen people farther along than me. I don't know how much time they put into it, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So I really enjoy the game. I'm still planning on playing through it. But yeah, so far no complaints. I mean, well, that's not true. Game did crash on me crashed on me a couple times. And it was one of those things where you get to a certain cinematic point. I was upgrading my weapons, and when it did the animation to upgrade my weapons, it would just freeze, wouldn't do anything else, so I had to reboot the actual game. So that was about the only actual bug that I've seen. But everything else, the game plays smoothly, the puzzles are cool, the flight mechanics are nice, and my favorite part is that they have the mechanic that they have in Spider-Man, where if you like a suit but you don't like its ability that they give you, you can grab that ability but still keep the way the suit looks. So they have that in the actual game.
Nice.
For everything, including weapons, axes, helmets, all that crap. So far I'm enjoying it. Only reason I'm not playing it right now is because the bickering between Zeus and other guy is actually funny, and I like paying attention to it. So that's the only reason why I'm not playing it right now.
Okay, all right, man. What do you think, PG? How many hours you put in so far?
Shit.
He put a nice little review out there, didn't he? Yeah, look at Chris coming through on the GG Squad with the review.
Hey, it's Tatted Pirate now.
Excuse me. Tatted Pirate, man. Tatted Pirate. Excuse me.
You gotta say the whole thing.
Gotta say the whole thing.
But yeah, I agree with Chris. That game is really good. I feel like people should really invest their time and money into this game, because it's a gem. This game is a gem. Assassin's Creed is a gem. This game is a gem. Cyberpunk is coming out, so that might be a gem. There's so many good games coming out, and it has a lot of potential. We got to see in the future. Hopefully, they come out with some DLC, because this game is really amazing.
They do have a season pass announced, so you can you can buy it now. don't know when it's coming out, but they do have a season pass announced.
Oh, okay. Good to know. That's all I have to say about it.
All right, then. PG, did you play more of what's that game that you was just playing? That you just said you was just playing not too long ago? Legions. Did you play more Legions? Did you get to the end of that?
Yeah, no. That game is kind of disappointing me.
Did you finish it or did you just say like you just done playing it?
I know, like I'm almost done with it, so I'm gonna finish
Push
it.
through.
I'm just I'm just disappointed into that game. The game is kind of still broken in a way. Female characters sound like men.
What?
Every time I would have a conversation with the AI or another character, the voice will like glitch. So it'd be like, like what the fuck? So that's an issue.
You got some issues with it.
Yeah, and then when I was playing it this morning, the game would freeze, go back, freeze again, go back, freeze again, go back, and I'm like,
what?
I'm having fun with it. Yeah. But I'm still playing it. I'm gonna try to finish it, push through it, and when I'm done with it, I'm done with it. But yeah. Really
get your money's worth out of it. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll fix it with an update, but they should have had an update by now. If they knew it was that glitchy, that should have been either day one or like at least within the first month. How long has it been now?
I don't know, like a while ago.
Yeah, so they should have been had it by now. Yeah, y'all need to get that together. You know what I mean?
Come on, Ubisoft. You was
doing
good, now you fucking up.
You know what you say, Chris? What you say about Ubisoft? Or excuse me, Tatted Pirate. What you say about Ubisoft all the time? Look how y'all see how he ain't responding to that though. Y'all see how he ain't responding to that though.
Well, hold on. The reason why is because I was trying to, dude. You know, half the time I talk, I'm just talking, bro. So I'm trying to remember what I said. So,
but I like it though. He not gonna respond until y'all say Tatted Pirate now from now on.
Can you hear me?
What you say? Yeah, I can hear you. What you say?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what I said. I know Ubisoft, they usually just be like, they put out a bad game. They put out an okay game, listen to the viewers, listen to the players, and then put out a great game. So that's how they run their stuff. So that's not what you're talking about. I have no idea.
I'm surprised. You be saying like they always fucking up or some shit like that. But
nah, bro, that's Bethesda.
Oh, that's what you said, Bethesda. Okay, but I'm surprised that they went into that direction with Legion. Like I really am. I didn't know. I really wasn't expecting them to go into that direction. But I know they try to make like some like GTA type of clone. And that's what it feel like to be when they come out with this little multiplayer update. Hopefully that'll like bring some people or keep some people in the game. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think they should have went this route. They should have went the route that y'all originally wanted with the what's his name, Aiden Pierce.
Aiden Peters and Marcus Phoenix.
Yeah, they should have went that route.
I Marcus Phoenix. Wait, Marcus.
Wait, what?
I'm thinking about Gears of War.
Yeah, I see it.
I was like, wait.
Yeah, they should have done that instead of all that multiple NPCs. I like it. It's a good idea, but they should have like stick with the one main character. Yeah.
What you had to say about it, Corey? I thought you was about to say something.
On what, Legion?
Yeah, on Legion.
No. I mean, I haven't played it. I don't have any intentions to play it. It's not really my cup of tea kind of game. Yeah. So I mean, Watch Dogs 1 I really enjoyed, but I don't know. Legion never really caught my interest. I'm just waiting for Cyberpunk.
Hey, Cyberpunk is that shit. Let me go back to the list, fellas. What we got next on the list? There go my phone. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I got. Oh, we got some rumors as far as PlayStation. PlayStation Pro was rumored to be a patent that actually it wasn't even a rumor. It was a patent that happened not too long ago that they had basically started up, and they stated that they were going to They had made a patent basically stating that it's a possibility that a PS4, PS5 Pro could possibly come out down the line. Basically, the big news within that rumor was that the PS5 Pro um, is supposed to have two GPUs in it to basically double the teraflops. Now they said that this was actually supposed to be a system that they was going to possibly use for the PS5 as itself, but just the technology and the pricing of everything just wasn't right at this moment, so they couldn't really do that. But they stated that they did try that, it was something that they were working on at, like, because this patent was processed and completed like a while back. So, and then people just now getting their hands on it. But yeah, they were saying, like, if they do come out with it, it has a patent to have two GPUs in it. Now what I understand on the PC gaming side, two GPUs is really complicated and they don't really work that well within the PC side of gaming, but they stated it's better to have just a one major big PC, or big GPU or strong GPU for your PC, because it's just less complicated for the PC to work and things of that nature. But they did state that PlayStation, if they could pull it off, they would be one of the people that could pull it off because of the just how intuitive their designs are when they create these systems. And if they pull something off like that, you looking at possibly like 22 flops now. You know what I mean? If they can do that. So that was just a rumor that I came across. It's pretty dope. I mean, I don't know why they would say anything of that nature right now. I wouldn't do anything or say anything about no PS5 Pro right now because you want to get these batches of PS5s out right now. But people, they just busy on the net. They finding everything right now in these days. They can find anything. Speaking of also, just a small PlayStation news. The PS3 got an update. Not too long ago this week. PS3 got an update on a Blu-ray service. As far as, like, so because there's a lot of more movies coming out, so they're trying to make sure the PS3 can hold up to everything and still play the little Blu-ray movies. And some just like quality of life stuff. I guess that system issues that they was having, they fixed that. So it's cool to see that they still pushing out updates for the PS3. Also, bless you. The
Thank you.
PS5 has been discovered to have two manufacturers for their fans. One fan is loud, just a slightly louder than the other fan. Um, the one that is a little bit louder has more fan blades in it, but the other one is actually quieter and has a small, not too many less blades, but has less blades than the other. I know I got the one that's like super quiet because I don't hear my fan ever at all. Like, I don't hear my fan like ever. I never hear nothing from this PlayStation, so I got lucky. Um, but other people are just noticing that they can hear their fan a little bit when they play something like that pushes it. Now, people did some tests on it. It wasn't like Demon Souls that was like really pushing it. It was Astrobot that was really pushing the system. And I believe it's because the ray tracing and 60 frames running at the same time on the system. So it was kind of pushing it and making the fan a little bit get hot on for certain people. Plus, all the extra additives it got with the controller and shit like that. So I know it had to be pushing the system a little bit. Um, but that was something that was also news that I noticed as well with these manufacturers. Also, in just tech talk, Digital Foundry came out with a reviews this week. Valhalla update, they did a review for that to see if anything had changed on the Xbox versus PS5 side. Nothing really changed. PS5 still outperformed it a little bit, more in that aspect. They also did a PS5 versus PC for Valhalla. And they recognized that the PS5 was running at a RX 30 or 60, one of those. It's equivalent to one of those, but at the same time, they also noticed that the PC had some issues with their Valhalla, with their foliage and shit like that, and with certain places where they could max it out, it still wasn't beating the PS5, and when it was on its like not in the performance mode, but in the fidelity mode, I guess. PS5 just had like a lot of more foliage. It just looked a lot more cleaner for some reason. But they did recognize that, for the higher end PCs, they still, did what the PS5 did. But the ones like the entry level uh, graphics cards, they weren't they weren't holding their weight when it came to this game and the graphics and just the different fidelities and different tones and foliages and details of the graphics. It was kind of coming short. Um, on their test, they also did NBA 2K this week as well. They compared the Xbox and the PS5 versions of them. They both pretty much evened out, pretty much across the board on this one. Xbox pretty much held its own, held it down on that end. Really no hiccups, not really, not necessarily. They both held 60 frames easily. Both looked good. Graphics looked all even across the board. So that's one game that Xbox held it down on, as they should though. I mean, it's 2K. That come out every year, so they should have that together. Borderlands was one that came out as well. PS5 kind of went up on that one. I feel like like you said, but Corey, these devs got the PS5 earlier, so it's just being
Mm-hmm.
more beneficial for PS5 because they got it out earlier to the devs to make the game. So what's going on is basically people are creating the game on the PS5 and then porting it over to the Xbox because of that. And when you do
Yep.
that, you're gonna have issues and stuff like that and bugs and stuff they're gonna have to figure out. But it's nothing that an update can't fix. But that was one of the things that's something that PlayStation got to jump ahead on Xbox, which is kind of benefiting them in the long run right now. But Xbox I'm pretty sure they're gonna be coming roaring back, and especially these updates. When the updates come, it's gonna be even on the board. I don't see anything being any different or anything like that. So I feel like that's gonna be straight. Um, anything else in Tech Talk? I don't think there's nothing else in Tech Talk. Cause somebody, Corey, can you pull up the Game Award nominees as well? And then PG,
Yep.
you can get into your story time, my sir.
Alright.
All right, Game Awards. Here we go.
I feel left out.
What you mean you felt left out?
Nah, I'm just talking.
Yeah.
But I do feel left out.
Spider-Man. I'm going to Spider-Man.
All
Yeah.
right. In regards to the Game Awards here, I don't know why it's not showing me the entire list. Hold on. There we go. That's YouTube. I don't want YouTube.
I'm digging the vibes of the show too, man. I'm appreciating the show, man. How was y'all week this week?
I fought a bear.
Damn, did you win? That's always the question. Did you win?